What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Yes, it is I. Yes, it is me, James Espinosa, host of the Sunday Sports Rush on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. I'm back with the Cowboys post-game show. Yes, I am. I am back, and I didn't think I would be back, but here I am. Cowboys get the victory in Washington, 34-26. 34-26. The Cowboys pick up the W against the Commanders. The Cowboys came into this game as an 11-point underdog against the Washington Commanders. Dallas, in this game, guys, Dallas was without Trevon Diggs. They were without Zach Martin. They were without Jake Ferguson. Guys banged up left and right. Dallas, of course, without DeMarcus Lawrence, without Dak Prescott, who was lost to the season a few weeks back. The Cowboys, who had been getting their asses whooped for 5 consecutive games, absolutely flat out embarrassed by teams. Double-digit losses up the yin-yang. They go into Washington, and they get a victory. 34-26 against a Washington Commanders team who was 7-4 prior to this game and who are now 7-5 after falling to the Dallas Cowboys, 34-26. The Cowboys record moves to 4-7 on the season. Can you believe that we are talking about a Dallas Cowboys victory this afternoon? I honestly cannot. On my Sunday Sports Rush show this morning, I picked the Cowboys to lose. I thought the Cowboys were going to get whooped by the Commanders. I had something outlandish out there. I think I said 45-7. A lot of my cohorts, my co-host, they had 34-10. They had 27-10, something in that range. But we all had the Commanders winning. And I think a lot of you guys probably had the Commanders winning also. This game, I put this on my Facebook page. I put this on my social media channels. This game in the first half was one of the ugliest offensive performances I had ever seen from both teams, from either team. That was a boring slog of a first half. Struggles mightily. Cowboys special teams was absolute dog water. You had a blocked punt. You had a blocked field goal. You had an Aubrey miss. Things were bad in that first half. But you got to give credit where credit is due. And I asked this question on my Sunday Sports Rush show. I asked this question right here to you guys. And a lot of you guys answered it right here on my page. I asked, are you cheering for the Cowboys to win, or are you going for full-on team tank? And the vast majority of y'all, not everybody, but the vast majority of y'all said that you wanted the Cowboys to tank and you wanted them to lose every single game. I understand that logic. I understand that reasoning. It's for the greater good. This team's not going to go anywhere towards what the ultimate goal is, which is an NFC Championship game or, hell, Super Bowl, right? That's what the Cowboy standard is. That's what it has been, right? That's what we feel the Cowboys are. Now, they're not going to go anywhere. But I said on my Sunday Sports Rush show, I want them to win. When I sit down to watch a Cowboys game, I want them to win that game. I hate losing. Losing is, guess what? A loser's mentality. And I'm not a loser. Hell no, I am not a loser. I want my team to win every single game that they go out there. Now, will this Cowboys team do that? Obviously not. They're going to lose more than they win this year. Did it feel good that they got this win against an arch rival in Washington? Abso-freaking-lutely it did. It felt great. And the way the win came about was even better. We're going to recap the game here in a second. If you have any comments, get in. I would appreciate that. Get in on the chat. This will be live on my YouTube as well. I will have an audio podcast for you guys as well. So, wow. I cannot believe the Cowboys pulled off this victory, 34-26 against the Washington Commanders in Washington. Let's just go back and let's recap that crazy-ass fourth quarter. 41 combined points in the fourth quarter. 41 combined points in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys actually took a 10-9 lead into the fourth quarter. That was just the second time this season the Cowboys have outscored their opponent in the third quarter. It's the first since the opening week in Cleveland that they had outscored their opponent in the third quarter. And the Cowboys leading in the fourth quarter this week was the first time since week 5. So it's been a while since we've seen the Cowboys lead in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter starts out. Cowboys have to punt. Bobby Wagner got a personal foul on Cooper Rush. He tackled him low. Jalen Tolbert falls on a shake 7 route that Greg Olsen pointed out. Pass incomplete to Brooks over the middle on third down. Cowboys punt. Now, going forward, next possession for the Cowboys defense. They have heavy pressure on 3rd and 4. Cowboys had 6 on the line of scrimmage, and it was Overshown, it was Chauncey Golston, and it was Eric Kendricks who made the hit on Daniels. It was an incomplete pass, 3 and out. The Commanders are forced to punt. Cowboys possession 10 starts at midfield. Rush did a pretty good job on this drive. He hit Lamb on a 3rd and 9 deep play. Guyton did get called for a penalty, though, for being off the line of scrimmage. Tyler Guyton struggled once again today. That's been a theme throughout this entire season, is Tyler Guyton has struggled. He's made some rookie mistakes, man. I mean, he got penalized by my count at least 3 different times today, maybe more. I don't have the official numbers in front of me, but maybe more. So after that penalty, Rush checks down to Lupke all the way to the 30. Brandon Aubrey ends up making a 48-yard field goal. It's 13-9 Cowboys. Now, next defensive possession. Cowboys are out on the field. Daniels hits Ertz over the middle. Ertz fumbles. The ball was knocked out by Donovan Wilson, who did a great job of punching the ball out. Ball recovered by Eric Kendricks on the Washington 45. It was the second takeaway for the Cowboys. They got their first one off of an interception that Chauncey Golston pulled away from, I believe it was Brian Robinson Jr. So the Cowboys start possession 11 on the 45. Pass to Lamb. Dowdle run up the middle. They're gaining some yards. Then another Tyler Guyton false start. Pushes it from 2nd and 3 all the way to 2nd and 8 on the 25-yard line or so. It's 3rd and 5 later on. Cowboys pick up a few yards off of the 2nd and 8. It's 3rd and 5, and Cooper Rush goes over the top to Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown Cowboys. They go up 20-9. With 5:16 left in this game, you think it's over. Cowboys have a 10-point lead, an 11-point lead, a double-digit lead in the fourth. You're thinking this game's over. There's no way the Cowboys could possibly blow this, or can they, right? Or can they? Now, fast forward. Cowboys, things get kind of crazy right here, okay? Things get kind of crazy. So the next possession, Washington drives down the field. It's a touchdown to Ertz over the middle. Daniels runs it in for a 2-point conversion. There's 3:02 left in the game. Dallas is up 20-17 with 3:02. So Washington answers back immediately, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, God, here we go. Things are about to go haywire. Oh, God, here we go. The Cowboys are about to blow this game once again. Kickoff happens. Kevontae Turpin, the ball rolls between his legs. He touches the ball, rolls between his legs, picks it up with one hand on the 1-yard line, kind of slow plays it a little bit. He's slow playing. He's jogging. He's being patient. He's waiting for his movement. And then, boom, he hits the spin move, cuts it up the field, takes it 99 yards for a kickoff return for a touchdown. Kevontae freaking Turpin reached 21 miles per hour on that kick. And according to ESPN stats and research, the 99-yard kickoff return marked the Cowboys' first kickoff return touchdown since Week 12 of the 2021 season against the Raiders, when Tony Pollard had a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. That was a Thanksgiving game. I remember that very vividly. I remember, well, just moments ago, right, when Kevontae Turpin took it to the house, I literally was yelling, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. I could not believe that move right there, because typically things would just go haywire for the Cowboys. Typically, Kevontae Turpin's going to get smothered right there. Cowboys are going to take over inside their 10, and things might go haywire. He picks the ball up, 99 yards to the house. That is now back-to-back weeks of 60-plus yard touchdowns for the Cowboys, and both of them come from Kevontae Turpin. This team has lacked explosive plays all season long, even when Dak Prescott was quarterback, lacking explosive plays. But now, hey, you're getting the ball to Turpin, right? They got it to him last week against the Texans. Beautiful catch and run for a touchdown. And then this week, he makes a big-time freaking play in a huge freaking moment that the Cowboys desperately needed. So Cowboys go up 27-17. Washington gets the ball. They kick a field goal with 1:39 left. It's 27-20. It's a pretty deep field goal at that. Seibert nails it down the middle. Cowboys, they get the ball back. Cowboys can't do nothing with it. Cowboys waste some time. They end up punting back to the Commanders. And then this is just where things went through the roof. 21 seconds left. Daniels finds Scary Terry McLaurin on a bomb. 86-yard catch and run. Cowboys were playing prevent, but the Cowboys just let McLaurin get behind him. I believe he got behind Jordan Lewis, and then he ran right by Butler. He ran right by the rest of the secondary. Touchdown, Commanders. It's 27-26. We're thinking, good God, can anything else happen in this game that's going to make you think there's no way this could be possible? There's no way this could be real. It's 27-26. Extra point attempt is coming from Seibert, and he misses it. He misses it. Another what the hell did we just see moment in this game, in this fourth quarter. Just incredible. 27-26. Washington has to go for the onside kick. Washington attempts the onside kick, and then Wanye Thomas recovers it for the Cowboys, and instead of falling down and ending the game right there, he returns it to the house for a touchdown. Absolutely insane at everything that was happening. 34-26, 14 seconds left. Commanders try a couple of deep passes. Things are knocked down. Cowboys get an interception at the end on the last second Hail Mary attempt. Washington trying to recapture some of that magic they had against the Bears. They couldn't do it. Cowboys come away with one of the most wild-ass, thrilling, incomprehensible, what the hell type of wins that only the Dallas Cowboys can manage to do. They win 34-26, 41 combined points from Washington and Dallas in that fourth quarter. Just absolute chaos. Chaos right there. Whew. I cannot believe what we just saw. So the Cowboys win 34-26, and now they go to Thanksgiving, where they play the New York Giants, and they play Tommy DeVito, who, according to what was happening earlier, as I'm refreshing my scores live right in front of us, the Cowboys will be facing the Giants, who are 2-9, and the Giants just lost to the Buccaneers 30-7. So there might be a good chance that the Cowboys will be favorites on Thursday in Dallas whenever they do face the Giants. Aiden's in here. Aiden says, what I took from this is bye-bye Ashton Genty. Well, look, this is the thing about Team Tank. Yes, you want the Cowboys to try to get the highest draft pick possible. I understand that. I get it. This team is not going to go nowhere in terms of championships, nowhere in terms of divisional titles. They're not going to sniff the playoffs. Slim chances of that even happening, if they can pull off a miracle, right? I wouldn't say necessarily bye-bye to Ashton Genty yet. The Cowboys still have a lot of games that they have to play, and possibly a lot of losses to come. So we'll see what happens in that regard. Darius Robertson's in here. He's giving some claps. Mr. Robertson, I know you're so ready to just send me a text. So ready to send me a text, but the Cowboys get the win, guys. 34-26. Wow. Absolutely just stunned. I am genuinely happy that they won. I cannot stand the losses. And you might say, well, you're dumb. You should want the Cowboys to win every game. No, and I'm going to counter with, I want the Cowboys to win. I don't want them to lose every game. I retract my statement. I messed up right there. I don't want the Cowboys to lose every game. I want the Cowboys to win. I derive my sports pleasure when my teams win. I think the Cowboys will naturally be bad enough to secure themselves a top draft pick. But when the wins come, the wins come. And you better enjoy the freaking wins, is all I will say about that. For Team Tank, that is still on the board, man. It's still on the board. But guess what? Players don't tank. Players go out there and bust their ass. Players go out there to try to secure contracts for the next year, to try to put good tape out for teams who might want to acquire them next year or the seasons after. Players will never quit. And I thought that the Cowboys showed tons of heart today, and that's the type of thing I want. I want competitive games from the Cowboys. I want them to show heart. I want them to show passion for what it is that they do. If you're not passionate about what you do, then you shouldn't be out there, period. Point blank, end of story. Cooper Rush played pretty well today. 24 of 32, 247, 2 touchdowns. Rico Dowdle, I thought, ran the ball pretty damn hard. 19 carries, 86 yards. He averaged 4.5 a pop. That was good from those guys. Lamb, 10 receptions, 67 yards. Dowdle, 3 receptions. Luke Schoonmaker, 3 for 55. Brevin Spann-Ford, 2 for 24. Jalen Tolbert, 2 for 22. The Cowboys did just enough. And they also forced 3 takeaways. Interception and 2 fumble recoveries. Lewis with the forced fumble. Wilson with the forced fumble. I mean, look, it's awesome what happened today. I don't care what you have to say, if you're Team Tank or not. The Cowboys won. Enjoy the wins as they come, because they're going to be few. They're going to be few out of the many games that they play. One guy I want to highlight who stood out a lot. He was playing in the place of Trayvon Diggs, who sat out today, and that is Josh Butler. Josh Butler was making some plays. Josh Butler was breaking up passes. Josh Butler was making tackles. He had 12 total tackles, 10 solo, 2 assisted, and he also was credited with a sack. Josh Butler, number 31, props to him. I'm going to give him Defensive Player of the Game for the Dallas Cowboys. I was impressed with what he was able to do for Dallas today. Shout out to Josh Butler, number 31, played a hell of a game. Eric Kendricks also had 10 tackles. Parsons had 8 tackles, credited for 2 sacks. The Cowboys on the day had 4 sacks overall. Cowboys with 2 interceptions on the day, one by Chauncey Golston and one by Israel Mukuamu right at the end of the game on the final play. So Dallas's defense stepped up when it needed. Cowboys offense moved the chains when it needed. And at the end, we had one of the wildest 2.5 minutes you could ever imagine possible in an NFL football game. And the Cowboys come out victorious, 34-26. They're 4-7 overall. They're 4-2 on the road. And now you go into Thanksgiving weekend. You're going to play the 2-9 New York Giants on Thanksgiving with Tommy DeVito starting. And I have a feeling that the Dallas Cowboys just might be favorites in that game. Edwards in here. What's up, Pop? He says crazy. Indeed, man. Absolute crazy. Cordero's in here. Cordero says great finish. Big third down breakups. Yeah, man, that's right. Some huge third down stops for Dallas when they needed it the most. And be happy. Bottom line is this. I'm going to wrap up this video in about 1.5 minutes. Bottom line is this. You might want the Cowboys to lose every single game. That's you as a fan, right? They don't want to lose every game. The players are going to bust their ass to try to win, even if they're not as talented as the other teams, because that's what you do when you have a job to perform. I am happy that they showed fight. I'm happy they showed grit. I'm happy they showed perseverance in today's game. That is what you should expect as a fan of your team that you watch. Even if they're not good, make it competitive. Give us a reason for hope. Give us a reason to want to watch, to want to relish in celebration, or want to agonize in defeat. That is why we are fans, for that feeling of hope. And today, throughout the game, the Cowboys gave us some hope that they could win. And you know what? They ended up winning. So for that, I'm very satisfied. For that, I am very happy. And going forward, I want the Cowboys to win as many games as possible. Will that happen? Obviously not. I'm a realist. This team is pretty bad. But today, on that field in Washington, they came out with the victory, 34-26. to 26 over the Commanders. Commanders now fall to 7-5. They are barely hanging on to a playoff spot. The Cowboys are 4-7, 4-2 on the road after their wild, wacky, incomprehensible victory, 34 to 26 over the Washington Commanders. So if you have any other final thoughts, get them in. I'm about to wrap up this video. I appreciate y'all who will watch. I appreciate y'all who will listen. I appreciate y'all who have supported me throughout my whole career, man. We're wrapping up Texas high school football season. Personally, been very, very busy. I'm on my Thanksgiving break. Thank the Lord. Just ready to relax and enjoy some good football with family and friends this upcoming week. We will be starting basketball coverage with the MIC Sports Network very, very soon, so keep your eyes out on that. Sports Rush will continue on as always every Sunday morning on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. So I stay busy in these streets. I'll try and be live a little bit more often. Haven't done this in a while. Kind of got apathetic towards the Cowboys, but you know what? This is the team I love more than any other franchise that I've ever loved before. This is the team that brings me the most joy, and I'll talk Cowboys when I can, and I'll try to be on here a little bit more often. Final score out of Washington, Cowboys 34, Commanders 26. The Cowboys get the win against the Washington Commanders. That's going to wrap up my post game. I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Cowboy fan, and enjoy the win. Most importantly, I'll catch you guys on the other side. Have a great rest of your Sunday and have a great Thanksgiving week.